Technology is a beautiful complication to the world we live in. Advancements have allowed us to perform in seconds certain tasks that used to take much longer. But that also means more security is necessary.
Your weakest link's always the people that are involved. They target individuals rather than technology because people are trusting by nature and they'll typically just give up information. So if I were to be a hacker, I wouldn't go after a firewall or a server. I would call up the organization's secretary and ask her to validate her password for me. So the technology, yes, the hacking is there, and lots of people make a really good living out of doing that. But the real ease is getting people to trust you and then reveal personal information, which can then be used to navigate the rest of the system.
The issue comes into play when people give information that might seem arbitrary, but if there doesn't appear to be a need for it, that's a red flag.
If you're on a site, let's make an imaginary site, recipes.org, which I don't think exists, but they ask for your birthday. Why do they need your birthday? I can't come up with any reason why someone who's going to be sharing recipes needs to know how old you are. And so don't put personal information onto sites that don't need it to perform transactions.
And the issue extends to email as well, most recently with something called ransomware, which sends malicious links.
If you go to the link and are exposed to a website that downloads a malicious software, or you open the attachment and you get this ransomware on your machine, it could encrypt the contents, which means it scrambles it, right? So you can't read it, your files are all gone. And then the criminals demand money to unscramble those files.
Unfortunately, cyber attacks are a main element of the modern world, meaning getting tricked might be unavoidable to well-meaning people. At that point, the issue becomes what one must do once they've been hacked.
The first thing you do is change your passwords. That's the easiest way that people are going to move from system to system. Take, for example, if somebody steals my email password and I use the same password at my Amazon website. Well, they're going to figure that out, go into Amazon and start buying the latest and greatest toys with my embedded credit card.
There are sites provided by the government. There's also the RCMP. You would talk to your bank, you would talk to your credit agencies, your credit card companies. There's lots of resources for people if they believe that they may have been a victim of fraud.
The advice applies to everyone. Keep your passwords private, be careful which sites you visit, and what information you do give out when you find yourself on an unfamiliar page. For Bridge City News, I'm Ben Matichuk.